In this video, we are bringing you the truth and reality of the Carrera GT and why it is called the most dangerous road car ever. Yeah, this was the most dangerous car Porsche ever made, and this is because, oh wait, before that, if you are a real car enthusiast and want to unleash the knowledge of automobiles, then you are in the right place. Subscribe our channel for more interesting videos like this. Going back to 2003, at the Geneva Motor Show, Porsche showcased this mid-engine monster. This was the car that Porsche didn't do before. Carbon fiber all over, V10 powered mid-engine, and this was literally very fast. Before that, let's go back to the 90s, where all this starts. Porsche has an incredible history in the racing world, even tearing up the dirt to the normal track motorsport racing. Porsche has the most success in racing events than any manufacturer period. It actually isn't even close. Porsche has many wins in the 90s as compared to another Italian car manufacturer, which is the Ferrari. Porsche dominated the 90s as being the winner 17 consecutive years. Then gradually the rules started changing and Porsche didn't have the right engine to compete according to that. They built a V12 engine, but it was a crash. The engine was not like that they wanted to be. So at this point of time, Porsche decided to hand over the design to a secret team. What they did was this. They popped out the V12 and built the V10 760 horsepower monster. Porsche thought that it would win, but it didn't. They built a carbon fiber car for that, but in the late 90s, the McLaren was untouchable with the F1, and by that time, the Ferrari was busy working on the road legal sports car, the Enzo. But Audi, on the other hand, who liked the Porsche owned by Volkswagen, was developing a little car called the R8. This was a great time to be an auto enthusiast. The world was primed for a second supercar revolution, but being Porsche, they didn't want to get behind, after all being the winners. So the pressure from Audi using the old V10 engine, they came up with the prototype, showcasing it to the world in Paris in 2000. But believe it or not, it was mostly a publicity stunt. They thought it could drag enough attention that they can promote their all-new SUV, the Porsche Cayenne. But although the Cayenne was a blockbuster hit, the CGT prototype was even spicier. People were really interested in it than the company itself. So Porsche decided to manufacture the CGT prototype as the Carrera GT. Man, this was a really good car. With no compromise, it was even the best car in Need for Speed Most Wanted. That was the best game back in the days. This 5.7 liter V10 powered monster was even lying in the top 5 list of best sounding cars, giving neck and neck competition to the Lexus LFA. But this car was an alien because of the huge air intakes it had, and it was unmistakably Porsche. It was really a supercar revolution. Porsche was literally pushing the barriers of the legal sports car to be on the road. But on the inside, you get nothing. It was so basic. They had a hell of a stiff suspension that could literally break your back. But from the outside, you got a massive 15-inch carbon fiber brakes and air ducts from the front to suck into that fire-breathing V10. But the engine was placed in the middle of the car. That was really great on tracks, and it also had the manual transmission with a weird clutch. It was in the middle. Imagine scraping $1 million car on the road bumps. It was not made for the road. It didn't have the flywheel even. So if you don't rev match like a god, then you'd stall your $1 million supercar. But things become scarier from here. It didn't have any electronic stability control, no traction control, no ABS. It was a car for those who'd sacrifice everything in the name of speed. It was an engineering masterpiece. It destroyed all lap records and it became the fastest Porsches to finish a lap in 2004, setting a smoking time of 7 minutes and 48 seconds flat, averaging 103 miles per hour over the course. But this thing was a beauty and also the dangerous supercar out there. If you respect it, you will enjoy your ride like a heaven. But if you don't respect it, then things get even scarier. It will literally throw you harder than a bull. But if you ask the Porsche, they say it was not the dangerous car. That is what people wanted. But if you give it to a child, then ready to call 911. But if you take a step back and look the evidence, more than 200 of the 1270 that was built have been crashed. Yes, that is 1 in every 6. Then when the Fast and Furious actor Paul Walker climbed into the passenger seat of the red Carrera GT piloted by a very experienced driver Roger Rhodes, they were driving at a very high speed on a public road on old tires. It led to a disaster. Tires are the only thing that can control the car. If you don't have it right, then don't even push the car to its limits. And that wasn't the Carrera's fault either. But the car was actually too much for the road. Porsche built cars to the edges, and as a car enthusiast, we have to face it. That is actually dangerous. Thanks for watching this video guys. Drop a like for this video and keep rocking with Extreme Autos.